Hi, welcome back to my channel. Let's do an energy check-in on the person on your mind. Okay, I'm gonna use cat tarot. I just got this. Let's see what message you can get. There's a little bit of agitation. Is that from your person or from you? We shall find out. I think it's from you. You're irritated, you're agitated. I think some old memories are triggering you. And yeah, let's see what the person on your mind is thinking about. This way we can have a little bit of communication without actual communication, because not everyone is willing to communicate or able to. But if we channel their energy, you know, you would have a better idea of what's going on. And people hide things, people say things, but people say things and sometimes don't mean it. But if you feel their energy, it's always the truth. Energy don't lie. Hips don't lie. Here's Cat Tarot. Let us know what the collective person is thinking at this moment. A message is difficult to come through. Did you guys have a fight recently? Or are you both thinking about the fight that you guys had? Okay. King of Cups. Oh, I think it's them letting their anger get the best of them, but they do have a lot of good feelings toward you. They also have hope. They're looking at you like this, like, oh, what you gonna do now? Even though they fight you, they bite you. They have feelings for you. Oh, maybe the agitated feeling is not towards you, but to themselves. Three of Pentacles reversed. And King of Swords reversed. I think it's not fun without you. I think they're in a time of working but not much getting done. I guess you guys are communicating but not much feelings are getting through each other. Because not enough logic, not enough boundary, and too much anger between you guys. All fighting and no play. Or too much fighting of oneself, not enough play. The Magician in reverse. I think your person trying to manifest you, but it's not working out. I think they try to be logical, but if it's a matter of the heart, they're trying to be strategic. If it's a matter of the heart, you can't try to like plan it and make it perfect, you know? You kind of have to just believe in your heart and then go with the flow. See what the worlds give you. That one was the nine of Pentacles in reverse. The World. I think you are the world for them. You are like the whole package. But I feel they feel a little bit unfulfilled. They thought they put in the work and then it's time to get the rewards. So they've been working, they've been saving money, they've been strategic about their life, and they've been manifesting their life partner. Because I think for them to work so hard on materialistic stuff is because they're the King of Cups. Secretly, they just really want emotional fulfillment. They have that in them. They're not a cold person. They're a passionate and emotional person. Six of Pentacles in reverse. They want the world with you. Let's see what other messages are for you. Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, right now they're very emotionally unfulfilled. Two of Swords in reverse. They had two choices, or there are options, but they're not making any choices right now. I think they're like stuck in what they thought was their emotional fulfillment. Ten of Wands in reverse. That's the end of the cycle, the end of the burden cycle. Knight of Cups in reverse. All these cups in reverse, man. I think they started off wanting emotional fulfillment. I think maybe they're with someone who doesn't emotionally fulfill them, but they're looking forward. They want the world. Four of Pentacles. And Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. 10 of Wands. They're at the end of the cycle. I think, but still unable to let go. I think due to resentment. From what I'm seeing is that This person was like, la di la di da, I can have emotional fulfillment with anyone because I'm the King of Cups. And I can bring happiness to whoever I'm with. But they made a big mistake being with someone who like drained them. They seem to be the full package, but they really let your person down. It's not, I think everything else kind of fits what they thought true love is, but at the end of the day, it's not bringing them the emotional fulfillment. I think they're like bored. I feel like they have nothing to talk about. I think they're not thinking about you that much right now. They're thinking about their person, the person they're fighting with, they're juggling with. That's who they're fighting. I don't think they're fighting you. But let's get some cards for you. Actually, let me check this card. Six of Pentacles. The treats are headed your way, but for some reason you won't be able to hang on to them. Be careful about taking an eye off your bounty. It could also be your own self-centeredness that allows good fortune to slip through your hands. The universe gives and it takes away. I think that's what's going on. I think this person is afraid of losing what they have right now, even though it's not emotionally fulfilling to them. They're kind of begging for scraps at the moment. A lot of people tend to end up in relationships like that where it kind of takes the life out of them, but they stayed because they're afraid the universe won't give them another chance, won't give them anything better. So they're in that mentality where the lack mentality, basically, where they think they can't do any better than this person. I mean, that's unfortunate for you guys, because if you think about this person in a romantic way, you would wish that you guys could find emotional fulfillment together. But truthfully, if this person cannot see that they are deserving of the kind of fulfillment that you can provide, then it's just very agitated. It's just like, we can have it so much better, but this person doesn't believe it yet, and they're holding on to what they thought they built with this other person. Let's draw a card about what they think about you. So this is their energy right now. And then this other partner with them, it's not like it's not so terrible to a point where they're like, okay, that's a red flag, I'm gonna leave now. But it's terrible in a soul-sucking way where you slowly lose passion for life. You slowly lose your mind, basically. They think of you as a temptation. I think they think of you as the temptation out of this regular relationship that they have, with this person they settled for. Okay. Page of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Cups. They definitely see you as their dream wish come true, but only as a wish come true, a wish, not a reality. Page of Cups in reverse. As usual, the page brings in a youthful perspective. In reverse, upside down, that kittenish energy can spell frustration and immaturity. There's a little too much drinking out of the toilet and not nearly enough responsibility happening. It's time to pull it together and get down to whatever you're avoiding. Guys, I'm telling you. They think you're their temptation, their devil. Inside, they think about you nonstop. And they're like, they're running away from you. They're not facing their truth. They're doing what society tells them is normal, to settle down and to be with a person who doesn't excite you, to be with that person who just okay with the mundane, but this person does not bring them the emotional fulfillment that they needed. I think it's something like they would say hi, oh hi, good morning, and then the other person will be like, oh hi, and then like not care about this person's like, oh, so how did you sleep, you know? They don't have that, but this is what they see growing up from their household. Not the emotional fulfilled parents, so they think this is normal. So they think, oh, we're supposed to just be like roommates, and it's good that we just don't fight that much, and then we don't care what the other person is half of the time. They just mind their own business, and then we carry on life together, and I mind my finance, and then my partner mind the other's household stuff, and they think this is the normal partnership. But to be truthful, they're being very, very irresponsible by looking away from this relationship, because I think they're not gonna be happy. They're gonna be thinking about you guys, my collective. They're gonna be thinking about you this whole time they're with this person, and that's a very disgusting energy for everyone. When you're in a relationship, and I'm sure like their partner knows that they're not super in it, and then their partner probably is also irritated by them, and the partner is not super in it. That's why they're also like okay with this kind of situation. So they're on the same vibration right now. That's why they think it's like good that they're together. They're both running away from something, okay? But I'm sensing that you're not. That's why it's so irritating to see your person like that, and it's so irritating for them to live like that. So I think they're probably, this relationship that they're in, or whatever circumstances, life circumstances they're in right now, they're very irritated. They're like easily triggered. If someone like mentioned your name, they're gonna be like, why you bring this person up? Or they're just full of regret and full of like, they can change it as long as they get in touch with their feelings, and then they believe their feelings and they trust their feelings, and they're, I don't know, I think they want to marry that person that they're with, but I think it also irritates them. Their mind is just like, I guess that's it. That's being very irresponsible about your life and your feelings. You think that's it, and you want to like, you think settle down is the answer once and for all, to not have to face growing emotionally mature. I think avoiding too mature emotionally sometimes the solution is to settle down. Not to shade the other person. The other person is doing the same thing to them. But inside, they both have something they're obsessed with. They're trying to see it as evil. They're trying to see it as... But there's nothing evil with a little cute puppy. You're tempted to pet it. Doesn't mean they're evil. It's only natural to want to pet the puppy. The person who will fulfill you. You see them. You're just afraid that you might lose control. You're just afraid that... Oh, what's going on? 8 of... What? 8 of Swords. Look at this cat. It's like having the best time, but at the same time going crazy. Let me check the world card. It represents a completion. Yeah, I think they have everything else with this partner. They both have a good job. They both have everything figured out in life. They're probably buying a house together, something like that. It's a whole package, except that there's no chemistry. There's no magic. There's no emotional fulfillment. But for logical people, that this is the best choice for a marriage. I don't know what you're going through, but I think something about you tells this person that you are unstable, but in fact you are the most stable person emotionally, morally. I think you took your time and figured out life, but on the surface they don't see it. That's why they're choosing. I think this is their lesson. They're not supposed to see you for truly who you are until they're able to face themselves. It's not because of you. It's because they know you're very special. They know they have obsession over you, but they never faced the real reason why, because maybe you are the one, but they're just like trying to find any reason to dismiss it because they're afraid. Because if you hurt them or if something goes wrong, it's too great of a hurt for them. But when you choose to not live your fullest, you're going to feel frustrated and agitated every day because you're not living your truth. Sorry, man. Oh, 25 minutes. Okay, let's keep going. This card is short and subtly, but long on symbolism. Subtlety is short on subtlety, but long on what does that mean? While you're tangled up, all right, all those feelings of entrapment, of restrictions are distracting you from seeing things clearly and facing the facts. It's leaving you feeling isolated and vulnerable. You can break out of this, look inward, take responsibility, and face the music, and you'll see a path forward. That's talking about your person, y'all. Tangled up. irresponsible. Seemingly responsible doing adult stuff, but irresponsible to their own emotion. What do you want, man? What do you truly want? If money is not an issue, honestly, what do you truly want? But it is an issue, so it's best for everyone to not to build security, but to know sorry to know your path, to know your path and go down your path, and the abundance that comes from this path, you won't feel so anxious about ever having to lose it. So if you have a job that you don't feel like it's your calling, and you walk down this job, you continue this job, you sometimes feel like a phony, or sometimes you feel like afraid that you might lose your job, a lot of anxiety. But if you hear your calling to be your own boss, or run your own business, or pursued stuff that you know no one can take it away from you, then you won't feel anxious. You'll feel passionate, and every day you wake up not afraid to lose your job, because you'll find a way, because that is your calling and you're not dependent on other people for your happiness. I feel like, oh my gosh, I think it's because they don't like to take responsibility. That's why they settled, because they'll let the other person be the person who takes charges, and then they'll let the other person take the responsibility. If anything goes wrong, they'll be like, oh, but my partner wanted to do this. Oh my gosh, but that's not what you want. And then they're like playing the victim. That's not good energy. I think they're not that bad yet, but borderline, okay? Borderline. King of Swords in reverse. This person has no boundaries. I think being emotional and being cutesy is their strong suit, so they use that. But being responsible is not their strong suit. So until they learn to be responsible, the universe will not bring you guys together. But it's good to check in, right? Good to know what this person is going through. They're like bored. They're yawning. But like, whose fault is it? So they're like, oh, it's just that my partner is boring. No! You chose your partner. You're the boring one. You didn't choose the love of your life. I'm sorry for talking shit about your person, but until they become better, I don't think your person deserves you. Oh wait, let's draw a hidden truth oracle card. What this person might want to say to you. Oh, it's 30 minutes. Perfect. Okay. I want to tell you how I feel. Should we get one more? That card just jumped out. I want to tell you how we know. But to do that, you have to first take responsibility of your life. Break up with the person that you feel. Stop wasting your time. You know. Break up with the person that you don't feel emotionally fulfilled with. You're just with them for the status symbol or whatever. You cannot tell your person how you feel until you've taken responsibility and face your feelings. I don't think there's more cards for you guys. That's all they have to say. I want to tell you how I feel. I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. Yeah, we all are. Thank you, Hidden Truth Oracle. Well, good luck, guys. Sorry for being brutal, but it's just today's reading is kind of, the energy is agitated, a little bit angry, and I'm affected 100%. Okay, let's release this energy because it's not ours. We don't need it. It's just the message has to come through. Maybe you are a little bit agitated, but maybe your person passed it to you. Because when you don't make good choices, you fall out of balance. Let's cleanse it. Back to your happy energy. Back to your life. I feel like you guys are focused on your life. You're not so worried about this person. You're just checking in. Cleanse you, cleanse me. No one's angry anymore. No one's not happy with your life, because the best thing you can do right now is to really keep focusing on your life. Keep having fun. And tap into their energy once in a while. Not always, because they're not always doing good. But if you're doing good, it does raise the vibration around you and the people you are connected to. So not do it for them, but do it for yourself. And protection. Always. Protect your energy. And good luck out there. I'm happy you're doing well. Not your person though. But doesn't matter. Right? Doesn't matter. The universe has their lessons for you, and you just follow it through. Okay, goodbye. One more message for you guys. A card popped out. 7 of Wands. So it's telling you to stand your ground. You're in full control. So don't cave, guys. I think whatever you're doing, you hold the upper hand in this whole thing. So just stand your ground. If they're gonna be like that, you're in no wrong. If you guys are fighting, you're the right one. Stand your ground. Okay, bye.